Hello, everyone. This is Linda Drummond with Network in Action. And today I have the privilege of speaking with Jim Franklin. Hi, Jim. How are you?
Great, Linda. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Jim, let's begin by telling everyone your company name and what you do.
Sure, no problem. My company name is Colorado Dream Team with Remax Alliance. I am a real estate broker here in the state of Colorado. I specialize mostly in residential real estate, but I do some commercial real estate.
Awesome. So, Jim, tell me, how did you get into the real estate business?
That's a really good question, Linda. Really, I got into it because I was doing something that I thought I loved, and I was a legal investigator. And I found out that being a legal investigator was very lonely. You're in the vehicle a lot, and I'm a people person. I like to connect with people. And when you're serving papers or you're doing some defense work, you're not really asking those people about their last weekend, what happened, what they do for fun. And I realized that, I really want to connect with people. And so I talked to my wife and she's like, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to help people buy and sell real estate just like we've done for our family. And she's like, go do it. And I jumped into it in 2013 and have not looked back.
Oh, that's a great story. I love that.
Thank you.
All right, so Jim, tell me, you like you said, you've been doing this since 2013, so you got a little time under your belt. Would you mind sharing a success story that you've had?
Sure, no problem. Actually, there were some good friends of mine that came to me and they said, hey, Jim, we want to buy our forever home. Um, and we want to do it now. And I said, all right, sounds good. We're about to sell at your house. And they're like, we're not worried about it. We're making enough money. We need to find somebody that can do a bridge loan. And that's a great thing about being a realtor here in Colorado is I have many connections for financing and other things that the homeowners need. So they took my suggestion, they found the right person to give them a bridge loan. We did, we looked at a house, we looked at several houses over a little over a year. I looked at personally 94 houses for these people. The gentleman, he was with me about 82 of those, and the wife was probably about 20. And anyway, we found their forever home. We made that purchase happen, and then we sold the old house after they moved into their new house, and everything was great. It was a very smooth transition, and they were very relieved of how smooth it was.
That is a great success story. Congratulations on that. I cannot believe 94 houses.
Yeah.
Wow. But at least you found the perfect one.
Yes, and they've remodeled it. It's gorgeous, and they're just having the time of their lives. So it is
I love that.
fun.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So, Jim, how about telling me what you're looking for in the way of referrals? Who are good clients for you?
Me being a veteran, I love to help other veterans buy their first house or their retirement house or whatever that looks like. If they're PCSing and moving from one state to another, but they want to invest in real estate here in Colorado, those are great clients. Also, I have to tell you, Linda, that I love empty nesters. As you can tell, I'm up there in age a little bit. I'd say I'm gray hat, but I don't have any hair, so I can't say that. But empty nesters, where they're trying to downsize, they've had this huge house to raise their kids and their family. That is something that is very close to my heart also. And then the last referral opportunity is who better to really interview other realtors out of the state of Colorado. Let's say, your mom lives in California, Linda. I have no idea, but let's say she does. And she doesn't know who to talk to, but she's moving to Florida. And you say, hey, mom, why don't you call Jim? He can interview for you. And what I do is I actually interview a lot of realtors in that area that they want to move in, and I find them the right realtor. Now, they, of course, have the final option, and we coordinate a Zoom call where they can talk to that realtor or two or three of those realtors and make their final decision. What's so great about that is we have a co-op between us realtors, and I actually can make income off of referrals out of the state of Colorado, or even within the state of Colorado. Let's say somebody wants to buy a property down in Four Corners. Well, that's a 6.5 hour drive for me to go down there and help them buy or sell a house. So I'd probably refer that out. And that way it does give me another pillar of business that I can draw from. And it's a great avenue for me.
That's great. And it makes your opportunities unlimited.
Roger that, 100%.
Well, Jim, now then, when you are not helping people find that perfect place to live, even if it takes 94 houses, what do you like to do for fun?
You know, that is probably the most important question, because having fun in life is really what we're here to do, is being able to enjoy company of other people and breaking bread with people. So I take a lot of people out to eat. And I'm a foodie 100%. I love food. But the other thing that I do, and I take great joy in it, is I'm an outdoorsman. So I take people fishing that have never fished. There was a gentleman who happened to be a veteran, that is also involved in my networking group, that never fished, and he's 43 years old. And anyways, never went fishing. I got him on fish one morning. He was hooked. And that just brings me so much joy, because they get out there in the outdoors and they breathe that fresh air and they just calm everything down in a very stressful world. And I think that's so much fun. And I'm actually privileged to take some veterans and first responders out on a hunting trip in Wyoming this year, where all expenses are paid for the veterans and first responders, and help them maybe harvest an animal they've never harvested before. But again, it gets them outdoors and it gets them breathing fresh air and actually enjoying each other's company. So those are smaller groups of 3 or 4 people, and it's a great joy to see that happen.
Wow, Jim, that sounds amazing.
It is, Linda,
Right.
it
Well,
is.
Jim, if somebody needs your help or they know someone that needs your help, maybe they've got family moving across the country or whatever, how can they reach out to you?
You know, the fastest and best way to reach out to me is going to be my cell phone number, 720-371-0212. And that is a cell phone number that will go to my assistant, and literally she will forward or calendar whatever needs to be done to make those introductions. Also, they can email me directly at jimfranklin@remax.net. That would be a quick way to get me an email, do an introduction, and just tell me what you're looking for and how fast you're looking to do this move.
Well, that's great. Jim, it has been such a pleasure speaking to you today, learning more about you and your business. And I wish you the best of luck. Welcome to Network in Action.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. I look forward to it.
Absolutely. You have a fantastic day.
You too.